If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
I have waited for a long time to ask David Feherty this question. How the hell did you win 10 times?
Oh, that's a good question. It always seemed to me that the rest of the field was either drunker or, like more screwed up than me. I have no idea.
I mean, 10 of them, though, that's not a fluke.
No, apparently not.
McCord was a scrub. You were never a scrub.
Well, I was. You see, Nick Faldo and I, we turned pro on the same day,
okay,
in 1975, and our careers, it's really odd that we ended up in the same place, because his was like a massive towering tee shot that stayed in the air forever, and mine was like a low
worm burner, yeah,
that took several spectacular bounces. Yeah.
So you did get a win in the Ryder Cup. I'm going to rib you about all the funny stuff. You know that.
Well, yeah.
You beat Steve Pate. You would have beat Steve Pate like a drum that day.
No, I played Payne Stewart in the singles, but I sort of batted 500 in that Ryder Cup. I helped us lose it though.
Yeah, did you really?
Yes.
There you go.
Because that was the one where Bernhard Langer, in the last group, in the last day, in the last match, missed the 5-footer, and
right.
that was pivotal, for the whole thing. It was really.
That was actually the first time I thought the Ryder Cup became too much.
Huge.
A little bit too much, right?
It was huge.
Got away from the spirit of it, and the War on the Shore, and Dave Stockton, and Ray Floyd, and all that stuff.
There was a lot of, but there wasn't really any animosity among the players. And in the international tent afterwards, all the crowd got together. There was singing and roaring and a great party. And I think it was the first Ryder Cup that sort of really captured the attention of the American golf public, and they figured out how important it was to American players for the first time, because it always has been, even when the Americans were dominating it. Guys like Nicklaus and Palmer, they really wanted to represent, the United States on that team.
David Feherty is with us. Look, I'm dead wrong. I saw your show. It was very appropriately titled Feherty.
You lied.
And I said to myself, "There's no way this is coming back for year 2."
That's what I thought. Yeah.
But here it is.
Seriously, what the hell who makes these decisions?
So it's starting on the 27th.
Yep.
I saw your Greg Norman thing was really cool. Now, did you ever shot a gun in anger before that?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm one of the most heavily armed people in the state of Texas.
Now, who comes up with the weekly sort of concept? Is that you? Yeah. I want to go see this guy. I want to go visit that guy. I want to hang out with Tiger for a week.
We have a wish list, and I'll make some of the phone calls. If they're personal friends of mine.
Well, you need my number. I mean, I'd be a good. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, certainly if it was a shooting show, yes, that'd be a great target. I've got a tremendous team behind me. Some of whom are standing around here looking. One of them just gave me the finger.
Right.
Yeah. But while I'm on with the Baltimore station, I want to just say hi to Steve Feherty, and how much I love him and how much I love the Ravens, and I really wish that they were here. Steve has been a great friend to me and to my foundation, Troops First Foundation. He's lent me his airplane, his helicopter. He's donated huge amounts of money to help my wounded
that's great.
Military, and I can't tell you how big a Ravens fan I am. Just heartbroken that they're not here this week. They really deserve to beat the Patriots.
Us too. All right, Dustin Johnson, Webb Simpson, 18 holes. Who wins? Who's better?
Wow. 18 holes isn't enough to do it. Either of them could win in that sort of situation. Day in, day out, Webb Simpson's probably, the more consistent player. Dustin has that ability to, go really low and has that sort of mercurial streak, more like a Mickelson. So two very different players, and we're lucky to have a fantastic crop of very young and moderately young players, that have come to the fore in Tiger's absence. But, it's looking like Tiger Woods is on his way back, and people have short memories. If he plays well, he wins.
All right, a couple glasses of wine in you. We'll let you go on this note. Not a couple glasses now, but if we got a couple in you, who's more goofy, you, Mac O'Grady, or McCord?
If you got a couple of glasses of wine in me, I'd be dead within 24 hours.
Okay.
Let's put it that way. But Mac O'Grady wins that one.
He's a complete lunatic.
Oh,
right?
no, he's not a complete lunatic, but he's watching a movie that only he can see.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
Yes.
Right. And you and McCord 18 holes today, right now, who wins?
McCord by a long way.
Really?
Yes.
That disappoints
me.
He's
a really good player.
You must owe him something. He's going to hear. He's not going to hear this.
Well, the other thing is I can't play golf. I've been run over so many times that my left arm is crippled, and it's kind of.
I understand. You still can't beat him?
I'm right-handed, so it didn't ruin my sex life. But no. I couldn't beat him with one hand. No.
Check it out.
Or with two.
David Feherty on the Golf Channel this season, back for year 2. Hell, you may be back in New Orleans next year with year 3. Who knows?
Who knows? People have really low standards.
I appreciate you stopping by. There he goes, the great David Feherty, a Ryder Cupper and a 10-time winner. We'll be right back from Radio Row.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.